Watch up! Son! Sambalpur! Bakar! Son! जय श्रीमान सम्मान को विसर्जन करने के लिए अनुमति चाहता हूँ।
God विसर्जन।
जय श्रीमान।
To stand up, all of you are requested to do that. Kindly, please. Thank you.
जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Bakshi ji, Madam Bakshi, Chairman, Odisha Skill Development Authority, Honorable members of the Board of Management of Odisha State Open University, Professor Atanu Kumar Pati, Vice Chancellor Gangadhar Meher University, Dr. Sharma, Registrar, Odisha State Open University, dignitaries, teachers, students, representatives from the electronic and print media, ladies and gentlemen. I on my own behalf and on behalf of OSOU welcome you all to the first convocation of the university. Let me at the outset express my gratitude to Sri Bakshi and Madam Bakshi and all other dignitaries for accepting our invitation to grace the convocation ceremony. Teachers, coordinators, counselors and learners deserve our special thanks. Day of the first convocation is a memorable occasion for any university. All of us associated with the Odisha State Open University will cherish these moments for a long time to come. OSOU was established by an act of state government as the 15th open university in the country. Decision of the government to simultaneously open a women's university, that is Ramadevi Women's University at Bhubaneswar, a unitary university, that is GM University at Sambalpur, a cluster university, that is Khalikot University at Barampur, and Odisha State Open University at Sambalpur was an indication of the progressive thinking of the government in the area of higher education in the state. All of us associated with the Open University express our sincere thanks to His Excellency the Governor and the state government for this initiative and give our firm assurance that this university will reach the unreached and shall provide higher education to all without any discrimination. The university shall strive for excellence in all spheres of its activities. Within a short span of time, Odisha State Open University has achieved many milestones. OSOU has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Commonwealth of Learning, British Columbia, Canada, for organizing a national workshop for all open universities in India on design and development of open textbook, which is a new concept. Commonwealth of Learning has supported us in formulating a diploma program in multimedia and animation to be launched from January 2018 session. MOU has been signed with the Commonwealth Educational Media Center for Asia, which is popularly known as CEMCA, for development of open education resources, a mobile app to take mobile education to every doorstep for the university, and training and capacity building for the developers of e-content with video audio inputs to be made available to all free of cost through the internet. Department of Higher Education, Government of Odisha, has assigned responsibility to Odisha State Open University for conduct of examination and certification for the Odisha State Certificate in Information Technology Program offered by the Odisha Knowledge Corporation Limited, that is OKCL. MOU has been signed with IGNOU for mutual sharing of learning resources for the benefit of student community of both the universities. Vice Chancellor OSOU was invited to participate and represent Indian Open Universities in the Commonwealth Vice Chancellors Conference held at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in March 2016. UGC and National Council of Teacher Education had also invited the Vice Chancellor Odisha State Open University to formulate the national policy guidelines for open and distance learning and teacher education program for the whole country. Our internet radio station, pragyavani.com, OER repository, eganaga.osou.ac.in, our e-library facilities for all students and counselors are our humble contribution for higher education in the state of Odisha. OSOU is currently offering 23 academic programs at the level of PG diploma certificate with an intake of 4,536 learners in the past 2 academic sessions. Most popular programs are journalism and mass communication, rural development, cyber security, accounting, communication skills in English, and of course management program. I am thankful to Professor Mrinal Chatterjee, Head of the Indian Institute of Management, Dhenkaral, and also an honorable member of the Board of Management of OSOU for allowing our journalism students to undergo residential hands-on training in IIMC campus at Dhenkaral. We are really indeed thankful to you, sir. University is planning for offering bachelor's and master degree program from the next academic session. We have given a proposal to the government and to vice chancellors of all universities in Odisha to integrate our skill-based and job-oriented short-term programs as add-on courses under the choice-based credit system recently introduced at undergraduate level. We are thankful to the Vice Chancellor and members of the Board of Management and Academic Council of the Gangadhar Mehar University, Sambalpur, for approving our proposal in this regard. Convocation is an occasion not only for introspection, but also to look for our endeavor for all activities for the future. The university has a tremendous scope for providing skill-based education at every doorstep in Odisha. All that we need in the initial years is support from all stakeholders. Thank you and Jai Hind. Governor of Odisha and Chancellor of this university on the first convocation of Odisha State Open University has given his message and has authorized me as the Vice Chancellor to read out his message for the students, teachers and the guests. So I may be permitted to read out his message for everybody. Chief guest Sri Subroto Bagchi ji, Chairman Odisha Skill Development Authority, Vice Chancellor Dr. Srikant Mahapatra, members of the Board of Management, Registered Dr. Jayanta Karasharma, recipients of the certificates and diplomas, parents, invitees, faculty members, staff and students, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to preside over the first convocation of Odisha State Open University and deliver my maiden address to this university. The first convocation is of great symbolic, even sentimental significance in the life of this university. It bears testament to the defiance of this university to overcome challenges and to make higher education accessible to all. Let me echo the words of the noted American social reformer and speaker, Henry Ward, that we should not judge people by their peak of excellence, but by the distance that they have traveled from the point where they have started. Therefore, my appreciation goes to the Vice Chancellor and the Board of Management, staff, students, first batch of pass-outs, parents, the people of Western Odisha, where this university is established, and all other well-wishers of the university for this outstanding accomplishment. The university foretells a blank slate from which the staff, management, and students may together fashion a model university. You neither have history nor tradition to settle and insulate you from progress. You are to script a bright future for your own university. The idea of Open University is coming to great benefit for knowledge seekers who are from a wide range of age groups, from teenagers and youth to working adults and women. It enables them to access formal education and also help some even to diversify their academic portfolio, while others study for self-enrichment and upgradation. In our country, the Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNOU, has been a successful venture. Odisha State Open University, established in the line of IGNOU, intends to popularize open and distance learning movement in the state. It aims to make positive contribution to increase the gross enrollment ratio, that is GER, of our state, which is 19.6 in the higher education sector as compared to 25.5% national average in 2015 and 16. In future, academic programs that support multiple career goals will be more in demand. Learning system will have to adjust to the pace of the learner. Learning is located itself off campus, to the home, the workplace and the field. For these sets of emerging realities, open and distance learning is a perfect fit. Convocation epitomizes every student's academic pursuit. It is also a moment to look back at what one has achieved in the many programs and courses undertaken as he or she charts the way forward to enter professional career of choice. The fact that our students are here today is a clear testimony that they have successfully gone through the academic rigor that have culminated in being awarded the diplomas and certificates. I congratulate all of them, their parents and the effort that has enabled them to attain this honor. I take this opportunity to challenge our pass-outs to uphold the ethical values acquired from this university. They should also make use of the entrepreneurial skills to establish enterprises, and may they be good ambassadors of this university. I wish all of them good luck in all their future endeavors. We are often reminded to ensure that our education stays relevant to the market. The curriculum must reflect the changing needs. Knowledge creation is happening at such a tremendous pace that things become obsolete and even irrelevant before we realize it. Continuous updating and review of existing material with new information is therefore absolutely essential. A healthy partnership with our students' future employers and even competitors is paramount for any institution. This would ensure the knowledge, skills and experience learned are put into practice. To this end, we must remain on course in engaging with the industry players in a symbiotic relationship. There is a good need to harness technological advances, particularly in IT and communication, to improve programs and course content, as well as cater to the growing size of student enrollment. The university must explore establishing video conferencing centers and having memorandum of understanding with other stakeholders to effectively deal with these challenges. I hope the university will also make special provision to assist students from remote areas or with social or economic backwardness make full use of the technology. Conventional system of education offered through our regular universities and distance education offered by the Open University need to accomplish and complement and supplement each other to achieve our goal of quality, access and excellence in higher education. I am happy to see that Gangadhar Mayor University and Odisha State Open University are functioning in the same campus and are working together to make our students not only employable but also striving to achieve excellence in research through workshops, seminars, etc. Our young boys and girls studying in regular colleges and universities can simultaneously pursue short-term skill-based certificate and diploma courses through open universities to make them suitable for the job market both within the state and outside. While training students in our universities with relevant skills to meet the demand in the job market, we should not lose sight of quality, which can be enhanced by regular monitoring mechanism. Dear students, you graduate at a very exciting time in the history of this country. We are at the innovation age. No generation in the history of man's existence has been confounded with the sheer magnitude of technology that is now available at your disposal. You can leverage technology for self-sustenance, constantly evolving and retooling yourself to fit into the future generation. Your aspiration must at all times remain attuned to the direction the world is moving in. Just see the technological transformation from simple mobile sets to smartphones. Few years ago, the high fives and the MySpace were the social network sites. Now Facebook and Twitter have confined them to the museums. So you can only ignore the global direction at your own peril. Without constant self-renewal, the universe will declare your skills obsolete. The government is committed towards transforming the country into a knowledge-based economy where creation, adaptation and use of knowledge are envisaged to be critical factors for economic growth and development. Universities play a crucial role in the generation of knowledge. The address of the Chief Guest, Sri Bakshi, would be enlightening on many aspects and particularly on skill development, its avenues and steps taken by the government. I am sure Odisha State Open University will play its role to perfection as it adds years to its existence. Odisha State Open University, like any other institution, also faces certain challenges. These range from technical to structural and systemic. The newly established universities in the state are facing faculty crunch and also having inadequate infrastructure. I had several rounds of discussion with the Vice Chancellors and senior officers of the state government. These issues are initial teething problems faced by all universities. I am sure that these problems will be resolved soon and our focus will shift to quality of teaching and research. With these words, I hope that each and every student to grow and contribute in building a prosperous Odisha and a developed nation. I wish them all success and the university to scale new heights and establish itself as a pioneering open university in the country. Thank you. Jai Hind. Let the successful candidates for the award of diploma be presented.
I present to you 298 candidates for the diploma in journalism and mass communication, 105 candidates for the diploma in rural development, 25 candidates for the diploma in management, 27 candidates for the diploma in entrepreneurship development, 29 candidates for the diploma in cyber security, including 254 candidates in absentia, whose names are given in the list, who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the award of diploma. I request that diploma be awarded to them.
I award you the diploma in journalism and mass communication, diploma in rural development, diploma in management, diploma in entrepreneurship development, diploma in cyber security, and charge you to be worthy of the qualifications that you have earned. The authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of the Odisha State Open University, I award you the diploma in computer application, diploma in accounting, diploma in disaster management, diploma in functional Hindi and translation, and diploma in Korean language and communication, and charge you to be worthy of the qualifications that you have earned.
Thank you and congratulations.
Please be seated. Please be seated. I request the Honorable Chief Guest Sri Subroto Bachi ji, Chairman Odisha Skill Development Authority, to award the gold medals to meritorious candidates. Let the candidates for the award of gold medals be presented.
Respected Vice Chancellor Dr. Srikant Mahapatra, Registrar, Member of Board of Management, respected Vice Chancellor of Gangadhar Meher University, and Registrar, teachers, parents, most importantly the students, the gold medalists. It was such a pleasure to be awarding the gold medals, and I was feeling a little jealous. I really didn't want to be wearing this robe. I rather receive the gold medal than be wearing the robe. So heartiest congratulations to all of you. It's a proud moment for you. It's a proud moment for me as well. In Japanese language there's a saying that 2 is better than 3 and 1 is better than 2 and 1 is the best number. So this is the first convocation. You are recipients of the first convocation. I'm told I'm the first person to wear this convocation dress, and it will always remain in my memory that I was there before anybody else got to come for a convocation to the Open University. Being first brings us responsibility ahead of any other number that is going to follow. And I particularly congratulate Dr. Mahapatra and his colleagues for setting this university up, because being first, you are path creators. There are two kinds of people in the world: those who create a new path where no path exists before, and those who follow a path where a path has been laid. The world requires both kinds of people. But more than people who will follow a path, in today's world, more than ever before, we require path creators. Dr. Mahapatra and your colleagues, please accept my heartiest congratulations for paving the path, for laying the foundation so that an institution is created. Now I use the word institution is created. The Open University here is not just going to be an university, it is going to be an institution. And it will not only have to succeed for itself, but it will have to establish a model for many more institutions the state must have. So institution building is a long race. Institution building is not the work of a sprint. Institution building is a marathon. Poet Vikram said, very nicely said, that long distance runners must brace for segmented pain. In different parts of this marathon of institution building, various pains will occur, and the institution builders must be in a position to bear segmented pain. I pray to the Almighty that the Almighty give you the courage, the confidence, the sagacity, the resilience, that you bear the pain with a smile on your face. Today, we talk about knowledge, and in my world, my new world that I have come to take charge of in the last 18 months, I see the absence and the dire need for knowledge like I have done never before in my life. The difference between the have and the have not today is access to knowledge. The difference between people who will occupy positions of power and responsibility and privilege and those who will not is nothing but access to knowledge. My world today is not a world of university graduates, though I was given the honor to honor all of you with gold medals. My world today is the world of a 5th class, 8th class and a 10th class school dropout. The Honorable Chief Minister got me in here 18 months back to be able to create employable skills for these children who come out of the educational mainstream after 5th, 8th and the 10th class and who are unlikely, without a little help from you, very unlikely ever come back to the educational system. In order to create this employable skill for a residual 630,000, 6.3 lakh young people who are school dropouts mostly, we created a program called Skilled in Odisha. The idea of Skilled in Odisha was actually threefold. We wanted Skilled in Odisha to be an idea where it is not enough to be skilled. We wanted the world to ask, are you skilled or are you skilled in Odisha? In order to be skilled in Odisha, in measurable terms, we want to achieve three things over a period of 3 to 5 years. First and foremost, we want corporate India, which is the generator of large employment in the country, to come and lock in talent here. Because you're at university, you'll understand the meaning of locking. Before a graduating class goes out, well before a graduating class goes out, people come and lock it. Employers come and say that I do not want this entire batch to be interviewed by somebody else. The same thing must happen when we look at an idea. The same thing must happen when we look at a skill development center. Outstanding employers all over the country must come to Odisha and say, I want to lock in talent here. That's number one. Number two, in a period of 3 to 5 years' time, we want global employers to come to Odisha to similarly lock in talent. We want national employers to lock in talent today. We want global employers to come and lock in talent in 3 to 5 years' time. Last but not the least, in a period of 5 years' time, we want the Odisha skill development model to come out with a few innovations which will be adopted as the Odisha model. Now that may sound like something really huge, and it is huge. Today, if you look at microfinance world over, everybody knows that my idea of microfinance is connected to Muhammad Yunus. Idea of microfinance is connected to a small country called Bangladesh. If Bangladesh could gift to the world the idea of microfinance, why cannot Odisha create development models which should be used in other states of India and which could tomorrow be used in other parts of the globe? Because problems of one part of the world are also true of problems in many other parts of the world. Our prosperity as great Odia people, we do not want to just keep for ourselves. We want to give our knowledge away. We want to give our formula away so other people may prosper just as we will prosper in the course of the next few years. Now, you may ask me, so we are talking about creating new models, and how can you create new models without the power of innovation? We want Odisha to be a sandbox of innovation. Today we are going to Government of India, we are going to UNICEF, we are going to international organizations and institutions, and we are saying we don't need your help, we need your collaboration. We don't need your money. We want people to come and look at Odisha for trying out new ideas, and that process has started to bear fruit. I just want to tell you about, today I could have kept you here all day, and you can see that I live and breathe and sleep and I spend my wakeful hours in pursuit of skill development, so I can keep you all day here talking about skill development. But I want to tell you a little bit about one program that has taken off. And that program is what we call the Nano Unicorn program. Some of you might have heard about the term unicorn. The word unicorn was first coined in the Silicon Valley to basically mean an internet company that will have a valuation of $1 billion even as it is a startup. So at a startup stage, you do not have any substantive business, but somebody is willing to value you for $1 billion. For something equivalent to more than 6,500, 7,000 crores in terms of how valuable you are as a company. This idea of a unicorn, which is not a normal horse, a unicorn is not a normal horse. It's an outstanding, unique entity. Then came to India in recent times, and India has produced very few unicorns because the venture capital industry is new to India. The Indian unicorns are companies like Flipkart. The Indian unicorns that have more than $1 billion of valuation are companies like Ola. The Indian unicorn OSOU, which was founded by somebody from this very state, is likely to become a unicorn very soon. But India's development will not happen because India produces unicorns. What India requires are nano unicorns, small entrepreneurs who produce small acts of entrepreneurship in the tiniest villages and tiniest taluks and tiniest district headquarters of the entire country. We want people here not to have thousands of crores of valuation. We want people who will start a small business somewhere which will have the potential of employing maybe 2 people, maybe 3 people over a period of 2 to 3 years. Where there is a business that starts in a village, and that business in a period of 2 years' time employs 2 people, that is a huge amount of employment in a small village in India. So India does not require only unicorns. The time has come where India, and rural India particularly, and a state like Odisha, requires the emergence of many small entrepreneurs who we will call nano unicorns. Now, the first pilot project for creating nano unicorns has just taken off in the state, and I call it a pilot project, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. We are saying that in this state, if a young person who's a 5th, 8th or 10th class dropout, who receives a skill training, either through a central or a state government skill development institute, or somebody who has passed 10th class and come out of an ITI, is a skilled individual. and that skilled individual should not necessarily stand in a queue for employment. That skilled individual should be in a position to dream about building a nano enterprise, which is not the normal thing. Because it is easier to get a diploma or a degree in entrepreneurship development. It is very difficult to start a small business. So we want to connect skill with entrepreneurship. But the biggest problem in there is capital. There are many programs to offer loans to people. But we all know how difficult it is for an ITI student or for somebody who has just gone through a 2.5-month training program in a government skill training institute to have the access to get even a small capital amount of money. So we are saying, this is a country where there are so many rich people. Why can we not connect very rich people and their philanthropic capital to the bottom of the pyramid through a program? So the Nano Unicorn project, which has been tried out in Odisha for the first time, will basically connect the bottom of the pyramid with the top of the pyramid. What that really means is we will go to an ITI, we'll go to a small skill development center, and we will ask the trainers and teachers there to nominate somebody who they see as potential for building a small enterprise. This may not be the best student in the class. This may be actually the troublemaker in the class. But this is a student whom others follow when it is break time. This is a student where other students listen to, which means that the student has leadership capability. Enterprise building requires tremendous amount of leadership capability. So once the teacher is able to spot this talent, we require the student to produce a one-page dream note. That if I had access to a small amount of capital, what would I do? And then this individual will have to defend this dream note, call it a business plan, in front of a group of people who are from the skill development authority. If this person, through this competitive process, because the world of enterprise building is not a hand-me-down world. It is not a world where I can just put my hand on your shoulder, give you the money, and make you an entrepreneur. It is a dog-eat-dog world. It's a very tough world. So you have to defend your way. And it has to be a world in which competitive strength is very much there in terms of your capability. So we look at you for your competitive strength. And once we find that this individual has the potential and the promise, we don't give this individual money. We first send a group of such individuals for a 7-day residential program where they are taught by fellow entrepreneurs, not taught by professors, not taught by very big people, but people who have been there and done that, who have walked that path. So somebody who has built a 2 crore business, 5 crore business, 10 crore business, that individual comes and offers the experience, the stories and the narrative. At the end of that one-week program, the young boy or young girl actually revisits that dream note, that business plan. And on the basis of that, we make available from philanthropic capital 1 lakh of rupees to that individual without collateral and without paperwork. It is based on an honor system. 1 lakh the individual gets, and if that individual is able to pay back that money at the end of 1 year, then there's 0% interest on that money. Now, what happens is that that money then goes into providing a similar capital to somebody else. Our target is that this year we will create 100 such people, but it is not about lending money. 100 such people's story needs to be captured. The knowledge needs to be captured. The content has to be created. And with this content creation, we hope that next year that number will be 3,000 and the year after the number will be somewhere in the range of 10,000, and government will not have to get involved. This government is not good at enterprise creation. So we want to create a platform by which small entrepreneurial story from heartland of Odisha will be made available to many skilled individuals. And it is my request that the Open University, under the able leadership of Dr. Mahapatra, comes and joins hands with the Odisha Skill Development Authority to see how we can create content, how we can create knowledge, how we can capture the experience, the difficult experiences, the happy experiences, and not so happy experiences of these 100 people, so that that story can be communicated, so that with one lamp we can light many lamps. This country More particularly, our state has great potential. But that potential to be achieved, we require the power of knowledge. We have a democracy for more than 7 decades, but true democracy will really happen in India when access to knowledge, access to information is a universal right. And in the name of university itself, by creating the openness with which knowledge, skills and attitude will be made available, will be democratized, is a very important thing, because this will lead to what I call the democracy of intellect. It's a democracy whose idea was conceived by Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore at a time when it was not a fashionable word, at a time when we didn't talk about knowledge economy the way that we are talking about today. The poet wrote, where the mind is without fear, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving reaches its arm towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sands of dead habit, where the mind is led by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father led my country away. Thank you very much.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, I request you to declare the convocation closed.
तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगल नायक जय हे तारक भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय जय
आज अनुपस्थित शुभाशीष नहीं स्नेह संवाद आज कन्वोकेशन बहुत भल भाव मु आशा करुचे आगामी वर्ष मानक सरकार दक्षता देवे ता नहीं कि वाइस चांसलर संगे बहुत कथबार्ता एवं ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी संगे एका संगे काम कर आम भावुँ जे शिक्षागत भाव एवं एम्प्लॉयमेंट निजुक्ति क्षेत्र में ओडिशा निश्चय सब बड़ कथा जो यापर मत बीएससी सौभाग्य मिले गंगाधर मेहर परी यूनिवर्सिटी आई आज आप मत लगुच समय आसीगला संबलपुर इज इमर्जिंग टू बी एन इम्पोर्टेंट कैपिटल ऑफ इंटेलेक्ट एजुकेशन नॉलेज एंड डेवलपमेंट से रिजन रोटे इंटेलेक्चुअल हब है कि मर्ज कर पूरा रिजन को प्रदर्शन कर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
थैंक यू जे प्रथम समावर्तन उत्सव ओडिशा राज्य मुक्त विश्वविद्यालय आज है ओडिशार विभिन्न जगार पिला माने जो माने डिप्लोमा एवं सर्टिफिकेट पाई योग्य विवेचित होती से माने आज आसिले आमे बहुत खुशी जे श्रीजुक्त सुब्रत बागची आमर मुख्य अतिथि हिसाब से आज आम मानक पिला उद्बोधन देले एवं दक्षता केमती विकास हम एवं आमर यूनिवर्सिटी दक्षता विकास अधिकरण सहित केमती जोगाजोग कर तार से आमको प्रेरणा देले ओडिशार महामहिम गवर्नर श्रीयुक्त डॉक्टर एससी जमीर आज आसी पारले नहीं बिकॉज ऑफ ताकर असुस्थता कारण किंतु से जो मेसेज देथिले एवं मु कुलपति हिसाब रे मते से अधिकार देथिले जे मु कन्वोकेशन को कंडक्ट करी एवं तांकर जोटा मेसेज बा संदेश पिला माने अच्छी सेटा ओडिशावासी को जनइबी सेटा मु करिछि एवं बहुत ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी भविष्य बहुत उज्जवल पर्टिकुलरली ओडिशा भाया स्टेट रे जोठी की अधिकांश लोक ग्रामीण अंचल रहउचंती एवं ग्रामीण अंचल आपण जानिछंती गुणात्मक शिक्षार यथेष्ट अभाव अछि एवं मु पूरा मोर कॉन्फिडेंस अछि जे ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रामीण अंचल रो पिला मानक पई गरीब पिला मानक पई गोटे बहुत बड़ सहायक हब एवं तांको गुणात्मक शिक्षा प्रदान करिवो एथिरे मोर दृढ़ विश्वास अछि एवं ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी सेही डायरेक्शन रे जाउछि। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।